So for the next couple of tests for today, we're going back to World War II, and this is a late era World War II aircraft. This is a very beautiful model as well. Its detail is quite incredible. Same as the Antonov AN2. Interior is all in the original language and looks lovely. I'm guessing it's accurate, but the detail is, you know, the leathers and all the different finishes. It's fine. It's lovely. Even got a little HUD. So, yeah, what is it? There you go. The Volksjäger, or the People's Fighter. Heinkel HE-162. One of the jet fighters of World War II. This one was a very late one. This came out, I think, and this is, well, actually I'll get around to that in a second. It was very, very quick to get into production. I'm not saying they're the prototype, but from being said we want one and we've got one, was a matter of months. And the reason I'm flying this today is its birthday. It was the 6th of December 1944, so it's its 77th birthday. 77 years old. And like the Mosquito, it's a wooden fuselage and a jet engine on top, just for a laugh. I mean, that's... talk about dodgy. It's yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen on full power if you pull the elevator back, but I imagine they might get a bit hot. So, let's take it for a little run and see if it works and stuff. So let's try and get it started. I have tested this already. I tested the earlier version 0.96. This is 0.9H, version 0.98. And unfortunately, it was made in Wuppertal, which is just north of Cologne, sort of between Cologne and Essen. But there doesn't seem to be any airfield near there. I'm guessing the original, if there was one there originally, it's gone. And the closer airfields, the smaller ones, don't have a parking, so I don't want to start on the runway because that'll start with everything started. We normally try to do a cold start. So I'm going to take it from here, which is a little bit further towards Cologne. And we'll try and find the Rhine. If we fly to the west, we should find the Rhine in the end. So let's see what's going on. Landeklappen. I wonder if that's flaps. Yeah, that's flaps. Landeklappen is flaps. The 1B2 thing is, I have no idea what that is. I'm guessing that's the throttle. Yeah, that's the throttle. So what's that then? No idea what that is. That's the Hohenwude Ganderlung or something. Maybe that's just the trim. Yeah, the joystick's a bit weird. It just goes, suddenly flicks over to the side and it gets... So if you do it at normal speed, it just flicks right over. So you've got fine control to about there, and then it's just accelerated control from there onwards. Not the same, front and back was fine. Okay, so Knopfzehen, no idea. So so Anlassen, no idea. I think that's starting the engine. I don't know what these must be switches. Let's switch everything on for a laugh, just in case. So we are fully switched. That doesn't do. Maybe it's just a bit slow. I don't know what that is. What does that do? Brandon Harner. So, the People's Fighter, the Volksjäger, made in Wuppertal, out of out of wooden cloth. 6th December 1944. 77 years old. Let's try not to break her. It should have a top speed of around 430 knots, so I would expect to be able to go up to 420 no problems at all. And I'd expect it to explode at 450 or higher. I don't know what that noise is, but we don't seem to have the engine started. So not having so much luck, so let's go check the index, the key. Yeah, so it's looking like the mixture and cutoff is in one position. That was the starter we clicked, which should be working. Yeah, oil pressure and RPM. Nothing. So we've got no oil pressure and we've got no revs. And that one is AUF. And what's the other one? AUF and something else. AUF is off, isn't it? So that must be on. Well, there we go. Let's move to that position now. So let's try restart. So using the button on the joystick does in fact start the engine. I've no idea why it doesn't start from cold. I can't see any difference really. Oh, that lever goes down then back up again. Okay. Wow, the brakes went... Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's constantly under drive, so we can't actually take the brakes off. So we're going to push back. Give it some flaps. It's a bit weird because the brakes have to be on almost half, so just to stop it from accelerating. So let's give it a go and see we get on. Flaps are set to full. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we've suddenly accelerated to 300 knots. That's not very good. There's something messed up in there, big time. So, cruising at 330. That's the Rhine over to our right. And I believe this is Cologne. So I've got to convert kilometres an hour to knots. Jeez, I've no idea what that is. So we're doing 400 kilometres an hour. That's around about 300 miles an hour. Which is, it's probably about the same thing, knots and kilometres an hour. Isn't it? I've no idea. dear, didn't like that, did it? Yeah, flies well. Nice little model, looks good. Yeah. So, tried to do a barrel roll, and the wings fell off at 200 kilometers. I've got to remember it's kilometers now. That speed goes down there. That's kilometers now, not knots. So the wings fell off and we exploded. So that's not very good. So I restarted the flight, and when I took off, the frame rate dropped to 4 or 6 faps. It was just ridiculous, totally unflyable. But I did manage to land it. Unfortunately, the recording corrupted, so I couldn't actually show anyone that. I then did another flight, and that was better. The faps went up to maybe 12 to 15, but it was nothing like it should be, which is 35 to 40. So don't know what happened there. So I've just restarted completely rather than just restart the flight. I've actually gone back to the home screen and redone the complete flight from the beginning to the end. So hopefully now we should be reset totally, and there should be no lag at all. But we'll just have a quick look around. Yeah, look, the lag's gone, so that's good. So let's try it again. Seems the only way to do a cold start is with the start all engines button. For some reason it doesn't like doing a cold start. I don't know why. It's something to do, I think, with this red switch here, which I believe is the fuel cutoff, which seems to go on and off during the startup procedure, and I don't know how to do that. So you hit it once and it does some weird thing and makes a noise and seems like it's starting, and then doesn't start. Then you press the button again and then it actually starts. You see it's just starting to creep up. That's the oil pressure creeping up. And you can see that the switch has moved from down there to up here now. Well, I don't know what this is, unless this is a flare, or if it's a cartridge start, because it looks like a pistol grip. Yeah, it's a pistol grip, so I mean, it's obviously not. That's not its main armaments. I have no idea what that is. So the engine is now started. I'm going to take off the wheel brake. I've put the foot brake on. But for some reason it doesn't go on, it's still off. So you have to turn it off and on again to make it actually put on the foot brake. Never mind, we'll just do a pushback. Give it some flaps. And an outside departure again. So fourth time lucky.
Jet 162 is taxiing to runway 15.
So here we go. I'm going to power it and then take the brakes off, because last time I did a slow start. Well, no, we'll do a slow start. It should be able to take off slowly, so it'll be fine. No, frames have gone. God, that was a bit scary. Okay, so we're not dead and we haven't killed anyone. Marvellous. We are stuck in a field though. So, yeah, it's just hit and miss as to whether or not it takes off correctly. It's something to do with the airspeed and some sort of simulation rate. It's just weird. Let's try that again. I mean, it's even lagged out this whole flight simulator. Yeah, we'll come back to that one when it's improved. When it flies well, that's an 8 out of 10. When it flies like that, that's a 3 out of 10, or 2 even. Because it's going to crash your sim, that's basically what's going to happen. Look at it, that's just so laggy. Jesus Christ. Yep, that's a fail. So, final vote, 3.5 out of 10.